guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my 2022 favorites. As the year is coming to a close, I'm going to be showing you guys my most used items in 2022 as well as discoveries this year that I'm really obsessed with. But before anything else, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If these are the kinds of videos that you like watching, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to connect with me in my socials, it's at TrishDLF. So the year is coming to a close. It's the last few weeks before the end of the year, so I wanted to do this video to compile everything that I love and to rave about these items that I use the most during the year. And without further ado, because this is a bag channel, of course the first item will be a bag. And number one on this list is my MCM Visetos Backpack. This is in the color gray and just this embossed leather finish. So it's just embossed with the MCM logo all over it. I got this I think 2 years ago. This one of my Christmas and birthday gifts to myself I think around 2 years ago, and I can tell you guys that this is probably my most used bag this year. My lifestyle, especially this year, revolved around going to the gym. I was at the gym very often, and so I found that I would always use this bag because it's such a handy, carefree bag, and I just love the look of it with my gym clothes. So I would also use some of my designer handbags to the gym sometimes, but I found that this is the most carefree and the most like gym appropriate bag, so I found that I really loved using this bag. So I would say around probably a good 60% of the year, this was the bag that I carried. I do have a full review on this bag, which I will link up above, because I really love this bag and I knew that I had to do a full review on it. All the pros and cons and all the details can be seen in that video, so if you want to know more about this bag, you can just click up there. So yeah, this is a pretty hard wearing bag, I can say so far, because I've worn it so many times all throughout the 2 years that I've had it, and like so far it's still looking really great, which is why it garners the top spot in my 2022 favorites. Okay, next item on the list are these Stradivarius sunglasses. Now these ones, this also goes hand in hand with my MCM backpack because I usually pair these sunglasses with that backpack. I love the athleisure look when I wear these sunglasses with like my gym attire and then my MCM backpack. So this one's just in like your regular acetate frame sunglasses, and it's the oval shaped ones. The one that's really in right now is just a very slim design. But what I like about this, which is why I bought it right away, is that it's a little bit more designed. As you can see on the side, there's no like gold embellishments or whatever, but the framing is a little more angular. There's a little angle here, which makes it a little more unique versus your other oval shaped sunglasses. So it's a little more edgy, I feel like. And it's very basic. It's all black. It doesn't really call out attention. No logos whatsoever, which is why I really like the look of it. These, however, aren't polarized, so they're not as dark as your polarized sunglasses. But I would say that this is still good because this is something that I reach out for when it's a little bit more gloomy outside, if it's not like really hardcore sunny. So maybe on like the summer days, you'd need like a darker tint than this one. So honestly, I wouldn't really recommend this for summer because the tint is not as dark. But for other days, I think that it's still fine to wear. This was also very cheap in Stradivarius. It's not a designer brand, so obviously it won't be as expensive, but it looks very pretty. And I just got this year, so I think you might still be able to find this in store. Unfortunately, I don't have the model name of it. I don't think fast fashion brands really have names for their sunglasses, so I'll try to just link it down below if I can find the link for these sunglasses. Okay, next on the list are electronics, and I have like 3 electronics to show you guys. Electronics made it to the top of my favorites this year, and so next on the list will be none other than my Kindle. Ta-da! Now I already showed this to you guys in I think my what's in my bag video, and I kind of did like a small rave about it then. But this is my Kindle. This is the latest Kindle. It's the Kindle Paperwhite 11th generation, or like the 5th generation of the Paperwhite. So I just have this burn book cover on it, which I think is really cute. I got this on Shopee, and when you open it up, this is just what it looks like. I'm currently reading Malibu Rising. Let's just close it so you guys can see the title. So there. This is my current book, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I've been obsessed with this Kindle the moment that I got it, because I am an intentional consumer, which you can see with how I purchase my bags and all my other things. the moment that my books started getting full, the moment my bookshelf started to look a little cramped, I decided that I needed to get a Kindle because I do not have the space for any more books and I don't like clutter. I also realized that having too much physical objects is not good for the environment. It's very wasteful if I kept buying these physical books that will later go in the trash when I don't have space anymore. So I realized that I really needed to invest in a Kindle so I can just store everything that I'm reading from here onwards. And so far I have loved this so much. I actually noticed that I read way faster on a Kindle than paperback books. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's backlit, so I also get to read at night. Whereas with a regular paperback, you need at least like a lamp on when you want to read. But for this one, because it's backlit, like during times where like I'm already asleep but I can't sleep, I just open this up and then I find myself reading instead. I think I've read around like 5 books on the Kindle already since I got it, and I only got it like this year, mid this year. So yeah, that's a lot for the Kindle. For my lifestyle, I find this very convenient because now I can read anywhere, and it's actually pretty small as you can see. I'll show you guys my mini pochette. This is my mini pochette and it's almost just as big as my mini pochette. You guys know how small the mini pochette is. So yeah, it's pretty small, so you can definitely take this around with you, and it's just been such a breeze to use. I get my books on Amazon, so I just purchased them like I would a regular book, and it's just been so convenient for me. There are actually a lot more features that I want to share about the Kindle. However, it's probably going to take an entire video if I talk about it on here. So if you want me to do a separate video on this Kindle 11th generation, then just let me know. Okay, next on the list is this Bavin Powerbank. And as you can see, it's so tiny. And this actually a really good buy for me because I got really lucky when it came to the picking out of power banks. Because you know how it can be with power banks, that it's kind of like a hit or miss. Like, you never know if the power bank you're getting is actually a good power bank or if it's something that will die down. There are lots of power banks out there that are just there for the aesthetic, and you know, as us girls, we don't really know much about like power or electronics in general. Like, we're not really that adept with electronic things and like specs and technicals of electronics. So I feel like I got really lucky with this Bavin power bank because it's so tiny, but it can charge your phone for up to 3 times in one single charge. Plus, it's also fast charging. So a lot of power banks, especially if you get the cheap non-branded ones, they're not usually fast charging. But I got lucky with this one because I actually took the time to read reviews. And initially, I was debating over this or like a more colorful type of power bank. You know, something more aesthetic. I think it was color pink or light blue. And it was also small, but it wasn't fast charging. And it didn't have as much reviews as this Bavin one. So when I got this and I was able to test it out and it turned true to what the review said, I was very happy and satisfied because I got this power bank. So it's so tiny, it fits in like literally all my power banks. I showed this in my what fits in my comparison with the NANO, so it fits in most of my NANO bags. It also fits in the Dior saddle bag, which basically can't fit anything. Like, I brought this to watch Jesse's concert in Manila. We did the sound check, so we were there so early. I think we were there by 3 p.m. We were there 2 to 3 p.m. because sound check started at 4. And then the actual concert started at 7. And then we ended at like 10, and then we still went out to eat at like 12 midnight, and this power bank was able to supply all the battery that I needed for my phone. And it was tiny enough to bring to a concert as well, which is why I'm so glad I got this. There are lots of power banks that can charge your phone for up to like even 5+ times single charge. And yes, they're fast charging, but they're not as small as this. They're probably like chocolate bar huge, right? So that's why I really love this, because you don't really need like a huge ass power bank. You're not gonna be charging your phone for more than 5 times if you go out in one day, right? So I think that this size is just the perfect size for it. I'm not really sure, it doesn't really have a name on here. It just has the brand name and a model number. It's called a Bavin Powerbank PC076 Pro. So if you can find it, definitely recommend this, and I'll try to link it down below if I still find it. Okay, next, and this goes hand in hand, it's the Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. And as you can see, it's not obvious that I am an army. So this also just came out this year. It's the watch and the bud set, and these are in the color Bora Purple because woo, BTS. But I will be honest, I only got the watch because there was a promo for the Buds 2 Pro. Prior to this, I didn't have wireless earbuds. For the longest time, I still kept on using the earbuds with the wires because my old ones never really broke. So I never really found a reason to replace them. Until recently, I decided that I finally needed to upgrade the quality on my music. So I finally upgraded to these wireless earbuds. So obviously, number one, I got them because of the color. Bora Purple, and the specs on them were really good as well. And prior to getting this, I've read reviews on the previous Buds 2 Pros, so I expected top-notch quality on them. And also, I was contemplating on getting the other one. It was also purple, but I think it was just the Buds 2, not the Pro. But the design of this, it was smaller, and I liked how it had that little design on it. So I'll just show you guys on my ear. So the Buds 2, the regular Buds 2 in the purple color, it was like, it's also purple, it was also the color that I wanted, but it didn't look as nice on ear as this one. So this is what that looks like. So you guys can see, and it's just a little smaller than the Buds 2, and the Buds 2 was in this like shinier finish. So I didn't like it. I really loved how matte this one is, and I just overall like the design of it. And so far, this has also proven great. It's definitely noise cancelling, and I love that about it. Honestly, music is really good on these Buds 2 Pro, and I just really love that I was able to get this. And so for this one, the watch that came with it. So again, the only reason that I got the watch is because they had a promo. You could get this for like 50% off if you pre-order it along with a watch. But then it also came with a freebie, like another previous Buds. It came with another earbud, I think the live Buds, and I figured that I could also sell that because it came as a freebie, so I would get so much more of my money back versus if I just bought this one standalone. So I just bought both instead. But anyway, I figured that this was a really good buy as well because I've actually used this a lot. This is all that I use now to pay for my coffee at Starbucks, and it's so cool. Like, it just looks so legit when I pay for my coffee using this watch. We don't have like the Apple Pay or Samsung Pay in the Philippines yet. Like, the credit cards don't really work here yet, but you can register your Starbucks card on this because it's just like a barcode. So what I do is I don't really bring out my wallet anymore or my phone. Legit, like every time I go to Starbucks now before the gym, I just bring out my Galaxy Watch and then I just scan it like that. So I'll just show you guys. This is just my Starbucks barcode. So every time I go to Starbucks in my gym attire, I only actually use this for the gym, nowhere else. But it's perfect because that's the only times that I really buy coffee early morning before going to the gym. So what I do is I just go to the gym with my backpack, with my phone and everything. No need to bring out my wallet. After my order, I just swipe and that's it. Done. It's super hassle free because I don't have to bring out anything anymore. I don't really use it outside of the gym or anything other than that. This whole step tracker and sleep tracker thing, I haven't really found it very useful, but yeah, it's mostly just to pay. That's one of the main benefits of the watch, I feel like. Okay, last three items. I have this Fino card holder, and it's just very compact, very small. It's just in this beautiful pink color, and you just fold it like that. I have the photo of me and my boyfriend on one side, and then there's just like card slots here. There's 2 card slots, and then that's basically it. Now this one, for the longest time, I've been hunting the Chanel card holder in the purple color. Actually guys, you know what, I'm over it now because I was so annoyed that I couldn't find it in the price that I wanted. So I just gave up on the Chanel purple card holder. Anyway, I gave up on that, and then one day I was in the mall strolling around, and then I saw this card holder, and it was in a beautiful pink color. And you don't normally see bright colors for card holders, especially like local or actually in general, especially here in my country. It's very hard to see really nice and bright colored leather card holders because they're kind of conservative. A lot of them are usually the neutrals or blacks. So when I saw this, it was a perfect pink color. It's a beautiful bright pink. For the longest time, I was scouring the malls and all the designer and luxury brands for the perfect card holder in replacement for that Chanel one. I just really needed something bright and beautiful and compact, and none of the luxury brands here in my country had it. Like, I went to the malls, asked for all the card holders. I probably looked at all the card holders that I possibly could already, but none of them had that perfect color. And so when I found this, and it was so cheap, it was even on sale. I got this for less than 1,000. So it's by Fino. It's just a local brand, but it's in leather. Fino has been like a long-standing brand. It's been alive since I was even like a kid. Like, even like when I was in high school, I would already see their stand. So it's a pretty good leather brand. So for this one, I just store mostly my promo cards and like the points earning cards. So like your SM card, your discount cards, and everything like that. So basically, main cards go into my Saint Laurent card holder, but everything else in excess go in this card, and I found that it has been really useful for that. Okay, and finally, for my last two items, these are beauty items. The first one is this Ready Set Glow liquid eyeliner. Now this is local, and it just says Badass Liquid Eyeliner. It's waterproof and smudge proof. I just saw this actually when I went to SM. I told the sales lady that I was looking for a good eyeliner that was waterproof and smudge proof, and she recommended me this. It was only under like 200 pesos or something like that, and I'll show you guys. Literally, like, this is super, as you can see, glides on very smoothly. My eyeliner now, and actually my eyeliner for most of my videos, this is the eyeliner that I use because I only have one eyeliner. I actually discovered this because for the longest time since high school, I would use the Maybelline liquid eyeliner, but finally I think they phased it out, or it was just really difficult to find. Even online I couldn't find it, so I finally decided that I needed to go to another brand. So I went to SM, asked the first sales lady that I could find, and this was the eyeliner that she recommended. So I tried it on, and it's been nothing but great so far. And that's officially my holy grail, also because it's so cheap. Like, under 200, where can you go wrong? Also, my sister told me, because my sister would usually borrow some of my makeup, she used to borrow my Maybelline liquid eyeliner, but now that I switched, her skin is more of on the oily side, and she told me that when she borrows this eyeliner from me, it didn't smudge. So for me, even the Maybelline was okay. The Maybelline one really stayed on, and I never had problems with it on my makeup. But apparently for her, the Maybelline one used to come out like towards the end of the day. Like, it would start smudging because her skin type is more of on the oily side. But for this one, she said that it really stayed on, and it was a really great eyeliner, like literally smudge proof even for oily skin. So that's why she liked this one more, and I actually ended up giving her one because she said that this was actually a lot better than my holy grail, which used to be Maybelline. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this eyeliner. It's the Ready Set Glow eyeliner if you're looking for something that's smudge proof, waterproof, also good for oily skin, and most importantly, affordable. And finally, the last item on my list is this Orly nail polish, as you can see on my nails right now. Now, this nail polish, and I'm not sure if you've noticed my nails from past videos, but I've been using this nail polish for a while, and I just really love it. It's so unique, and this nail polish has actually gotten me a lot of compliments already. I've gotten compliments on this nail polish from the gym, from my mom, my boyfriend's mom, and even my mom's friends, my mom's old friends. Like, a lot of them really noticed my nail polish, and they've complimented it. I've never had people compliment my nail polish, and I already collect a lot of nail polish at that. Like, if you guys notice in my videos, I always have a different colored nail polish, but this nail polish has gotten the most compliments so far, and it's so funny. I mean, imagine even my boyfriend's mom, even my mom, like the old people notice my nail polish. So I really love it. It's so Gen Z. Like, that's the main description of it. I feel like it's very Gen Z. This one's in the shade Glow Stick, Orly brand, and I just really love it. I think one of the main reasons I also love it is because it's a very rare color. Like, you're not really likely to see this exact shade in the mall, like from other brands, right? If you go shopping for nail polish, that's something that I feel like is kind of rare, so it really makes you stand out, and it really makes your nails unique. So this is a great buy for this year, and my most complimented nail polish. So that's about it. Those were my 2022 favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button down below to help the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to connect with me in my socials, it's at TrishDLF. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you could, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!